All right, what's up guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, guys, the sim has finally been updated, and we have access to the OP10 cards now over here in the West on the Eastern servers of the sim. So big shout out to Batsu and his team over there, guys, for getting the sim all updated. If you want to know how to set that up, if you're new to the game or something like that, I will have a link in the comment section below on a video that I made on showing how to set up the sim. Okay, totally free, guys. It's a great way to play the game and get into the game for the first time. Totally free of charge. The sim is free to everyone to play, and you can play with all the cards, and they keep it very well updated, and all the rules work very well and stuff like that. Okay, now, without any further ado, we're hopping straight into this game. I've got 6 games I want to go over, 2 games of Red, Yellow, Sabo. All of these are going to be with OP10 new cards, right? So spoiler warning. But yeah, we're going to be going over 2 games of Red, Yellow, Sabo, 2 games of Green, Yellow, Arlong, and 2 games of Green, Blue, Zonji, okay? Let's go ahead and dive into this. I'll have everything timestamped in the general description. I'll have all relevant deck lists and links like that down in the comment section below. And one more thing, guys. We have started streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays on YouTube from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern. Last night we went over Green, Blue, Zonji, pretty hardcore, and we're actually going to show some more Green, Blue, Zonji stuff today, later in today's video. One more thing I want to say is we're probably going to be doing a stream tonight as well. At least at the time you're recording this, I'm going to be putting this out right after I put out this video, probably about an hour or two after, around 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a surprise stream today. It's not like anything special, but we're going to be doing a lot of brainstorming on some OP10 cards with the new leaders and things like that. We're going to be doing a lot of brainstorming, a lot of theory crafting, okay? So don't miss that if you want to see what's going on there. And I'm going to be playing some of the new decks on the sim, probably some Red, Yellow, Sabo. We can't even finish a night without Red, Yellow, Sabo for the streams, right? For the live stuff. So tune in there and check us out if you can. Now, let's do this. Let's get into this. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put those down in the comment section below. And, or hop on the VV Theory Discord. The link is in the channel description. Now, let's do it, guys. First game up here. I cannot wait to get into this. Let me move this leader thing out of the way. I'm so excited. I'm running super late today, too, guys. Everything, when it rains, it pours, right? It's one of those days. Okay, but here we go. First game against Usopp. Okay, Red, Yellow, Sabo. I'm going to show the list off at the end of the video, but we got a game here of Red, Yellow, Sabo versus Blue, Black, Usopp. OP10 cards are enabled. Let's do this, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this. It's like early Christmas, really early Christmas, January, right? Or maybe a really late Christmas, who knows? Okay, here we go. Volume's off, speed is on 2x, and we are running some new cards, guys. Look at that. We got Basil Hawkins down there. We got the 1-cost Divine Departure event. That is the 1-cost event is an activate main. Pay 1 and pay 5. So it ends up, let me pause right there. Look at that, guys. You may rest 5 Dawn, so just think of it as like it costs 6 for the main effect and only 1 for the counter. The main effect is pay 6, pop a 8,000 power character or less. We are running this, and we're running Fire Fist in the deck, so we can literally pop a 12,000 power character for 8 if we need to, right? Or we could spread that across 2 different targets. It depends on the situation, right? The other card we're running is the 4-cost card in the hand there. We're running others as well, but from what you can see, the 4-cost card is called Basil Hawkins. It's a 4-cost 5k with a 1k counter. It has trigger, draw 2, trash 1, and on KO, trash the top card of your opponent's life. Let's do this, guys. Let's get into it. I literally cannot wait to for the stream tonight, actually. I'm like recording this, and then I'm going to put it out, and then probably like an hour or 2 after it comes out, we're going to be going straight into a stream to do some more testing with this. Okay, they're going to start off with a Leo right here. I missed that on last turn, so they were able to do a top search with that. And they're going to finish out with a Rebecca and an Ito. It looks like this list that they're running is very low to the ground. Now, understand, guys, we slammed down Basil Hawkins. Understand, we don't know the best list yet over in the West. We're still trying to figure things out, play test, see how things go. So, don't be too judgmental of our opponents in these games, guys. No one knows what they're doing yet, right? Like, literally no one knows what they're doing. I just noticed I had the sim overlay on. Let me move that. Okay, there we go. We don't need the sim overlay when we've recorded with the sim overlay. Okay, there we go. Now, that was my turn too, playing out Basil Hawkins. They're going to play out another Rebecca. They grab the stage. They're going to swing for 5. We're going to take it. That's a Shirahoshi, guys. Major interactions are going to happen with Shirahoshi in this deck. Notice the 6-cost card in my hand, Nico Robin from OP09. Yeah. A little bit of synergy there, wouldn't you say, with the trigger? Okay, we're going to swing for 5 here. We played out Nico Robin. They trashed the top card of their life. We swing in for 5. We're going to swing in for 5 more. They are going to use a blocker for that one. Here comes the second 5. Are they going to take it? Are they going to counter out? What are they going to do? Okay, we're just poking for bare minimums right now, guys, just to get some cards out of hand, just to get some information, or start whittling their life down. What kind of information do they want to give me? Okay, let me make sure we did put in 2x speed. Okay, speed, 2x, yep, we're good to go. All right, so what are they going to do? They've got a bunch of little mini creatures on the board, a bunch of mini characters. These don't really threaten me very much, right? They don't really scare me, even though I don't have a lot of... I don't have very much counter power in hand, to be fair. But hey, are they just going to go, okay, swing 5, 5, 5, 5? Because I'll get out of 3 of those with what's in my hand, and then I'll just demolish the board on the next turn if I need to. So I think they need to take this turn to set up some big characters. I saw Stussy in the trash, Jozu. There's some spicy cards in this deck. Okay, they're going to swing for 5. I don't like giving a free 5 like that, but hey, we're going to take it. We're going to keep the Fire Fist in hand. We're not going to use that yet. None of these characters are worth it, right? They're going to play out the 7 cost Rebecca. It has +1 cost from the Leader's Effect built in, so that's going to allow them to play out the Kairos and the Bartolomeo, and boom, they push a guy back to my hand, the Basil Hawkins. Not a big deal. We're going to get a card out of their life again with another Nico Robin. She has, if you have 3 or less life cards, trash the top card of their life. Swing 6. Then watch this, guys. We're going to push the Nico Robin back to our life that we just played so we can swing for 8 with our other Nico Robin. And that's now an 8,000 power character on the board. That is very hard to deal with. But the most important thing, watch this, guys. They're going to attack him with double attack and plus 6,000. Okay, we're going to play out a Shirahoshi, and then we get a Captain Kidd with the additional effect of it. Or excuse me, with the double attack. They swing for 5. We'll counter out of that. They're going to swing for 9. We'll use the blocker here. And let's see what they do next. They have 6 Dawn left to work with. What are they going to do with this? Swinging for 5. Now, that is actually the right play here, guys. Swinging for these little pesky 5s. That's very, very annoying. Okay, but those Bartolomeos, they're not as annoying. I have to say, they're really not that annoying, are they? Because we have Fire Fist to deal with 1 for 2 Dawn investment. That's out of the way. And now we still have 2 attacks on the board. We can play out a Monkey D. Luffy as well, but let's see if that's the right thing to do here. We're going to swing for 7. The blocker is in our way, guys. We can't really get around that. I'm not going to go all in on two 7s and a 6K or something. You know, you got to be a little smarter with your when you're going all in. We swung 7. They gave us a blocker. We're going to swing for 7 more. They're going to give us a 2K, 1K. Okay, didn't expect that. But what we're going to do here, it looks like we're actually going to play out the Shirahoshi, push this back. And right now I'm actually wishing that I could have just like pushed the Nico Robin back and swung 8 with a Luffy instead. Still working on the timing here because remember, if they attack in, I can just take the hit with Nico Robin and get the Shirahoshi into play. Okay, but we still have Divine Departure in hand, right, guys? That counter is a 3K counter, a 1 Dawn 3K counter. So they attack in. We know what's going to happen. They're going to swing in for 7 here. I'm doing the math. I'm like, okay, so all they can do is swing 7 and 9. No problem. So when they go to swing in here for 7, we will pay 1, get out of that, and that's it. That was all their Dawn invested. They cannot do anything now. We got a Fire Fist actually would have saved us if we had taken that, guys. That would have been insane because it gives -4,000 power to a character for the turn. Okay, even the trigger does, right? The trigger activates the main. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to do the Dawn just right. It is taking me a while because I don't want to mess this up. Because there's another option to slam down the 8 cost Eustace Kid, tap him, get rid of their life, and then just swing for 7. But it's like, okay, I think this way is slightly safer. Maybe not. I have no idea. Swing for 9. They end up not having it. They only had 7K. It looks like after they took the life is when they got to the 7K they needed. GG to my opponent there. Really cool looking Usopp deck. We'll have to explore that later. Maybe later tonight on the stream, right? For those who are going to be able to join. Okay, so that was for Usopp. We got another game of Red Sanji. So guys, already loving Divine Departure, a 1 cost plus 3K that has utility in Sabo, where we can combo it with the card we already run. The cards like Koala to pop a... If we combo it with Koala, we can pop an 11,000 power character. If we combo it with Fire Fist, we can pop a 12K. And we are running the 2 cost Kuma. Notice that we're running 4 of those, believe it or not, guys. The list is not perfect yet. We'll check out the list at the end, but I think it does have some potential. We slam down Basil Hawkins after swinging for 5. They 1K counter out with a Pell from their hand. And here we go, guys. That was our 4 Dawn turn. They're going to swing for 5. We are going to aggressively counter out here. And they do not attack in. Very wise of them in some ways, but in other ways not so much. Because I'm going to swing 5, swing 6, and I am going to pop that Chaka. The Chaka is not going to survive. I understand not attacking with it, like it makes sense, but at the same time, we do run enough removal, especially in this list, guys. We're running the Nami, we're running the Kuma, the Fire Fist, we're running the Divine Departure. We're running so much removal. They're going to swing it for 5, -2 to my Basil Hawkins. If they pop my Basil Hawkins, though, they're going to lose a life card, okay? They're not even going to go for it. We do get a Basil Hawkins trigger to draw 2 trash 1. We trash one of our Shirahoshis because we already have 2 in hand. And there we go. Now it's our turn. We have Divine Departure. We have a 2K counter. We're going to swing 6 into 4. Now watch this, guys. right here, what we're going to have to do is we're going to slam down a Nico Robin, I believe. Let me see if we actually, maybe not. I think I might go for the Chaka. Never mind. This is not the turn I was thinking of. We're going to go 8 and a 6. The Chaka cannot survive because I'm only at 1 life. I want to be very careful here. So here we go. We're going to push this card back to life, and that's going to allow us to swing for 7. And then we can play out a Shirahoshi, pass the turn, leave 2 Dawn active, threatening a... They don't know what I have. They don't know that I have a Divine Departure, but I'm threatening a Divine Departure, a double Rad Beam, or 2-cost Red Hawk, whatever. So they play out a Wapol. We know how good that card is. I think I'm actually going to take this hit, even though I can't really do much with this. No, I counter out of this one, and then... Oh, I'll blocker this one. That's what it was. Sorry. Okay, got a little confused there. I'm trying to remember these games because I played them earlier today. But here we go. Play out the Nico Robin. And right here, I have a Shirahoshi in hand. I need to get used to this idea of Nico Robin belongs in my life. Right? It just belongs in my life once I get the effect from it. So I could have just played that out, you know. But at the same time, this is a good idea too, what I did on the board. Because now I have the 6k body where I can easily go for lethal next turn. But here we go. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Would y'all have done that a little bit differently? Because we could have just gone for 7 with Nico, with the Basil Hawkins. Okay. In fact, we could have gone 5, 6, 7, I think, and then put the Nico Robin to life and been able to cheat in the Shirahoshi in that way. Okay, we used the blocker there. They're going to use the Luffy. That is why we did not. That is why we didn't take that last hit. I didn't want to risk anything with Luffy. They have 2 Dawn open, but we're going to do a 7k poke right here. We're not even scared. We have a Karasu in hand, guys. We just pushed the Nico Robin to life. That means when they go to attack in, we can just cheat the crosswind of play. We get to save 3 Dawn for the turn. It won't matter in this situation, but think about right here, guys. Watch this. I leave 1 Dawn active just in case somehow he gets out of this with like double Rad Beam or something. Now watch this. That didn't even have to be the end of the game. Say he did somehow get out of it. Okay, when he goes to attack in, one of my life is going to be Nico Robin cheating in a Karasu, right? Then I have another life, and then I have my 1-cost 3k in hand with a 1k counter next to it. So it's one of those situations where it's like I could have gotten out of 1, 2, 3, probably 4 attacks, depending on how big the attacks were. So that was just a very, very comfortable position to be in. Really good stuff. Okay, only 2 games of Red Yellow Sabo today, guys. Don't worry, we'll have much more in the future. Now we got 2 games of Arlong. Nothing too crazy about this list has changed. We just kind of added, I think we took out, or I took out the 3-cost, hang on one second. So the volume is off, speed is on 2x. Here we go. We got a game versus Smoker. But I took out the 3-cost 5k blocker Jaguar D Sol because he's like, okay, his trigger doesn't work with us anyway, but it's still something we can cheat out with because it has a trigger with our leader effect. So I took that out for 4 Basil Hawkins. We're going down blockers, but we're going more aggressive. I think it will help in some ways. Okay, let's see what happens here. We play out the Kikinojo. This deck actually has easy answers for Kikinojo with Tashigi, but they're only on a 4 Dawn turn. All right, let's see what happens here. They have 3 Dawn left for the turn. What are they going to do? They're probably just going to load up and swing. Okay, yep, swing 5, swing 6. We'll just give them a 1k counter here. We'll take the 6k hit and see what happens. It's still about 45 triggers in this list, guys. So guess what? Oh, we got that. We'll trash the Charlotte Cracker, and we'll play this card out. Excuse me. So right here, we're going to swing for 6. I'm just trying to get as much value as possible out of my board. 6 will force a 2k. Then we'll swing for 7. Then we'll swing for 7 more and cheat out the Arlong, locking down their leader attack. Okay, that is, you know, the idea here. Okay, we'll swing for 7. Like I said, we'll cheat out the Arlong, which is a 4-cost 6k body. His leader cannot attack now. He's down to 3 life. Now he basically is forced to use a Tashigi here to get rid of my Kikinojo. Because if he doesn't, then I'll gain a life from it. It'll generate too much value. And why not use Tashigi on it anyway if he has it? But the other thing is he might not have it, right? That's the only other logical idea here. I don't think there is a better play for 6 Dawn than just slamming Tashigi. Because, remember, he cannot attack with his leader. Because I shut down his leader attack with the Arlong effect. The 4-cost 6k character. Okay, so he gets rid of my Kikinojo. Very annoying. It does not draw a card from that, or does not gain a life, excuse me, because it gets trashed, not KO'd. Very big difference in this game. We're going to swing 7, swing 7, swing 7. It's just the magical number with this deck, guys. That's what we're going for. Okay, so right here, it looks like we're going to swing in for 7, maybe cheat out a character. We are going to cheat out the Karubi here. We're going to swing in for 7, and then we are going to go 8 into the Tashigi. I don't know if that's the right call or not, but it will force cards out of hand. It'll force a 2k and a 2k or a 2k and 1k out of hand, and then you'd be down to 3 cards. So I think it's fine either way. And I don't really, at 3 1Ks instead, we will take that. Otherwise, think about that real quick, guys. If I had gone for face, he would have just taken it and gone up cards in hand instead of down 3. So that's something you have to really consider. That's something you have to really consider when doing the math. They're going to play out Gecko Moria, cheating out Rebecca, but I don't think they have a Kobe in their trash. I didn't see one earlier. So they can't get rid of anything on my board. I don't believe they can. In fact, they couldn't have anyway. Well, no, they could have if they went Helmeppo and then pull it out. So they could have gotten anything they wanted, but I don't think they have the Kobe. I didn't see one from earlier. Okay, but they did pull back a Jack with Rebecca, so I know they have one card in their hand that is dead. It is a dead card, right? Okay, that's something we don't have to worry about. He's going to swing 6 and a 6. No, sir, you're not getting that. And then he's going to go 5 and a 5. We're not letting him have these cards. We are going aggressive next turn. We get a Nami. Not the best thing to get in this situation, actually. But hey, got to do the math real quick. I'm moving my dot around down there, as you can see. I'm trying to do a little bit of math in my head. And it's like, okay, here we go. We are going to swing for 6 first because that's the one hit that I need to go through that will not be 7 or better. Because I think all the rest I can do with swing 7, swing 7, swing 7, and 1 will be banish. So if he uses his blocker early, he is going to be in a lot of trouble, right? Watch this. Swing 7. Guys, save your blockers till the very end unless you're playing around a specific effect. Like, unless you're playing around a specific effect like unblockable or something, you know. Or, well, no, that's the thing. That's why you need to use your blockers early, right? Well, no, I've got it all backwards. Save your blockers till the end unless you have something you have to play around like unblockable, right? Or a way to rest down characters. So I swing 7. He gives me the blocker. I'm going to swing in for 7. I'm going to use the Onami to... Now I have Banish. Watch what his top card of his life is, guys. Watch this. Very painful. Here it comes. When I saw it, I thought, okay, the game's pretty much over now. Yep, that's a 2K counter to Shigi. We're swinging in for 7. If he had gotten that card... He could have won this game. I mean, the game wasn't over. I still had 3 life. But the point is, like, look at this, guys. He had a 1K counter in hand. If he could have gotten that 2K, if he had taken the hit when he had the Onami, or the Rebecca down, he would have been able to get out of this situation. Okay? But that does change things as well, too, right? Like, if he had kept the blocker till the end when I had that, I probably would have swung at his board in different ways, right? Everything changes based on what they do. All right, we got one more game of Arlong, then we got 2 games of Green Blue Zonji. Probably a pretty quick video for me today, guys, at least by my standards, because I want to finish this video up today and start messing around on the sim with the new OP10 cards. Cannot wait to mess around tonight on the sim with those. And again, guys, if you can join, I don't know when you're going to be listening to this video in the future or not, but hey, I stream on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and we're doing a surprise stream tonight on Thursday. Okay, they swing for 6. We 2K counter out. They attack in. We get a Frankie trigger. We're just going to use that to cycle a card. Not the best usage of that, but hey, it's fine. We want to go through our deck as fast as possible and get the cards we really need. We're going to play out the Onami here with the effect of Arlong. We lose a little bit of tempo, but it forced 2 2K counters out of their hand. Very important. So we got Chu here, which is not great if they don't have a rested 4-cost or lower character, but it's still a 4-cost 3K body that we can use later. All right, here we go. So we're going to go up. I think we're just going to swing in first, play out the Onami. Actually, on the Kikinojo, I like that way better. Swing in for 7. He's probably going to have to take this unless he has to use more counter out of hand. Let's see what he does. As Red Yellow Sabo, 3 1K counters, guys. As Red Yellow Sabo, I would actually take that because remember, okay, yeah, you lose whatever the top life card is, but it doesn't matter. You can gain life the next turn. And in fact, with Lindbergh on the board, watch this. I tap down the Lindbergh and swing 5 into it. You could have saved that instead. Gone 7 into my Kikinojo, popping one of my other characters, and then pushed it to life. So you got to be careful when playing Red Yellow Sabo. It's a very hard deck to play. I'm not trying to be mean or anything to whoever this player is. You know, it's not an easy deck to play. Okay, so right here we're going to swing 5 to poke a card out of hand or poke that card onto the field. Very nice. I did not expect him to take it that easily, so now I kind of have to do things a little bit differently because I don't have exactly enough Dawn to do everything I want to, but I want this Morley off the board. I need the Morley off the board. We go ahead and play out the Nami, we KO it, and we draw a card. We cycle through with a trash in the Kikinojo. Okay, here comes Viola. They're going to play out this card to block her up, and I think they rearranged my life cards, it looked like, or maybe they did their own. I can't remember how it works. And here we go. They're going to play out the Satori. And they're filling up the board. They swing 3 into my character. Probably smart, because otherwise I could have gone very wide on the board this turn for a bunch of 2 Dawn investments. We're going to swing for 5. No trigger. We will take that. Let's swing in for 7 here. And we will play out a Sanji blocker. They're going to use a blocker. And now I actually think I passed the turn because I don't want to risk it. No, okay, excuse me. This is not the turn I thought of. I think we go all in here. It was last turn that we slowed down. So swing 5, swing 5, swing 5, swing 6. That's what we got going on here. I think they can get out of this final hit. Yep, they had a 0 cost 3K. Very nice. But now I have a blocker, and they only have 2 attacks. And I have quite a bit of counter power in my hand. They get Dragon, which is a very relevant card, but I can take the 9K hit, guys. Always go. They went in the wrong order. We got a Sanji trigger. There's no way out of this one. And we still have 4K counter in hand, right? So we can get out of an 8K attack. They only have 8K left coming in. They're going to swing in for 8. We could use the blocker, and they quit out immediately. Good game to them. But at the very end there, guys, there's pretty much no way out of it, right? Like in this situation right here, the last card we got was Electrical Luna from Life. It's, we don't need it because we have a 2K, a 1K, and a 1K. There's no way out of it, and we have the 2 blockers. So GG. Red, Yellow, Sabo, we're going to be doing some cooking with that later, don't worry. But Green, Yellow, Arlong, very fun as well. All right, we got 2 more games, guys. We are flying through these. We are flying through these games today, or tonight, I should say. Here we go. First game up, we got against Buggy. This is me playing a list. Notice that card in my hand, guys. We got Smoker in there, huh? Smoker. Here we go. We're going to play out the Sengoku. We'll grab Edward Weevil. Watch this. They're going to Sanji's pull off. Swing for 5. I think we're going to 2K counter out because we have Gecko Mori in hand. We can get that back later if we need it. And here we go. I'm going to go ahead and swing 5 and slam down an Edward Weevil. And watch what they play next, guys. Watch what they play next. You'll never guess. They're going to cheat it out for 5 Dawn. And it's going to be the new Buggy card. That card is so annoying, I have to say. But don't worry. We go pretty tall with this version of the deck. Okay? So we do get this effect here. We're going to rest down the blocker and just smash into it for free with our 2K. But remember, that 7-cost Buggy says he cannot attack, and neither can a 3 or a 4-cost character. So no 3-cost and 4-cost characters can attack anymore, like on my side or on the opponent's side. So we swing it for 5. Our leader can still attack in. We're going to slam down the Jozu, pushing some tempo back to their hand, because that 7-cost cannot attack either. Okay, they're going to play out a Crocodile, cheating out Moji, cheating out Richie. And 5K attack here. I think we're just going to 1K counter out with a Sengoku because it's time to go big on the board here. Okay, here we go. I do have a Gravity Blade Raging Tiger in hand, but we're going to play out the Smoker. We're going to do some stuff here. Yeah, I've got a few ideas. I don't know exactly how I want to do this, but yeah, we're going to swing in for 7 with the leader. And they're going to block it. Now we're going to use our leader effect to a swing for 9, pulling back the Edward Weevil, because I can't use it anyway, and swing in for 9. And we're not going to swing with a Jozu. They hit me with a pudding that had almost 0 impact, guys, because, I mean, I guess I lost a Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, but I'm just not concerned about that. Like, the biggest threat on his board is the Crocodile, the 7-cost 7K Croc, and I can't even hit that with my Gravity Blade. It was still a very effective play, because I did lose some counter power, I guess, but hey, we'll take it. We'll use the 0-cost 3K to get out of that one. And here we go, guys. Right here, we got to do a little bit of math, but that is a 7K Banish character, guys. That 5-cost 7K Smoker has Banish, okay? Yep, so they took that, and that is minus 1 2K counter now from their hand. Here we go. We have a 7K we can come in for again. They go ahead and 2K, 1K to get out of that one. I think they're realizing now, like, wait, maybe I should have done it to the first attack instead. That is correct. They absolutely should have. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to attach 4 Dawn to the leader. I had to do a little bit of math. I was like, wait a minute. They only have 3 cards in hand. What are the odds they have 2K, 2K, 1K? I'm like, all right, everything else 13 on 5. Now, if they're all 2Ks, it still doesn't matter. There's no way out of it because it would be 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 for 4 2K counters in a hand. He didn't have but 1 anyway, so we got through. Good game to my opponent there. Green Blue Zonji will sneak up on you guys. You got to be careful with that. I can't wait to mess around more Green Blue Sanji. Might have to mess around with a Navy version, guys, because that new Smoker is Punk Hazard Navy, right? Might have to mess around with that. I'm just saying. Let me see something. Speed 2x, volume's off. Here we go. We're going against Green Purple Limb. This game is crazy, guys. This is a wild game you're in store for here, or that we have in store for you here. We play out the Sengoku, like I said. They're going to swing for 0 with that character so that they can use the effects of their deck. They're going to swing in for 5. We're going to give them a 1K counter. And watch this, guys. They play out the Edward Newgate, which pops my 1 cost easily. It can rest a 5 and pop a 3. But it does both. It can rest a 5, and then it can pop up to a 3 if you have 2 or more rested characters. But they stood up the Edward Newgate instead of the 1 cost 0 power character. That's the more important character because I'm not going to swing 5 and a 6 right now. I'm trying to develop my board, right? So they play out the 3-cost land. They're going to do some searching here. I've got a 5K and a 6K on the board. I'm feeling pretty good here. I countered out aggressively of the leader attack. But guys, look what I have in my hand. Okay, 6 and a 5. We are going to take that one. And here we go. It is time to go into this board. I have an idea here of how to get rid of the entire board. Excuse me. We're going to go 6 and a 6. Let's see what he wants to do. This was pretty interesting right here. They take it. I'm like, wait a minute. Come again? So right here, we're going to play out the sugar, resting down the limb. We're going to swing, I think we're going to swing 6 into it. Yeah, I got to do the math real quick. I'm like, you know what? Let me go 5 into it. Let's see if he wants to keep giving me cards. Because I still have 2 more attacks. Remember, guys, 2 more. Watch. Here's my second attack, 7 into 6. Watch this. I pull back the Jinbei, I think. I have my mouse over the sugar. No, I think I pull back the Jinbei. Yep, for later, stand up the Weevil. Oh, he just lets it go. Okay, well now, 8 into face. So that's telling me he has pretty much no counter power, right? Or maybe he was just playing around my effects. We got him down to 3, and that is a turn for Limb. Okay, turn for Limb. Or turn for Zoro. By Limb. Turn for Limb. No, that's a turn for Zoro. And they went first, so they should be on a 7 Dawn turn, right? So 1, 3, 5, 7. No, they're on 9 Dawn because they're leader effect. But I have terrible news for this poor guy. We are going to play out the Boa Hancock, locking down the Zoro, pulling him back, and then hang on. Did you guys see what I did? I just want to make sure I saw real quick what just happened. Watch this, guys. We swing for 7 with leader. We play out the Boa. We have 1 Dawn left. We swing for 6 into the leader. The Boa locks down the Zoro. We pull the Boa back. We swing for 7 more with the Edward Weevil. And this is a dangerous combo right here, guys. This is a wombo combo. Watch this, guys. That Zoro, hey, guys, spoiler warning, that Zoro is completely inactive on the board for the rest of the game. That Zoro's not doing anything for the rest of this game. And here's why. You're about to see why I played out my, or pulled back the Jinbei. Watch this, guys. I can keep the Boa Hancock on the board for 1 turn before I have to pull it back and play it out again to lock down the Zoro. And now that I'm on a 10 Dawn turn, watch this. Swing 6, he takes it. Swing 5. Or swing 6, he got out with a 2K counter, I think, or something. And now we're going to swing 5. He should have used the blocker. I don't think it matters. Use this card, lock that down, play out the Jinbei, play out the Boa. I'll set my top cards. I think I want the 10 cost on top, but I think I should have got the 2K looking backwards, guys, because I'm not playing out that 10 cost. But here we go. They're going to swing 6 into 6. I'm sorry, but you cannot have that card, sir. You cannot have it for 6 at least. 9? Okay, you can have it. You can have it now. You can have it. Yeah, that seems good, because now I can swing 5 into me and I can just block it. Now, this was very dangerous, actually. Watch this, guys. He showed what he searched with the limb, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to block. Now, if he had a card that could have popped like a 5 or less that's blocked, I could have been in a lot of trouble there. But at the same time, I guess the card I'm thinking of is Sakazuki, and that can pop it no matter what, if it's rested or not, I believe, and it's a 5 cost or less. Okay, so here we go. Now his Zoro will be active next turn if I keep things the way they are. But do you think I'm going to do that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, guys. No way. All right, we'll poke 8 first. We'll see what he gives me. He gives me the ADO effect to go plus 2K. Okay, not a big deal. I probably could have gone all in on this turn, but do I need to? That's the question. And the answer is I don't think so, because I have a 0 cost 3K and a 2K counter in hand and 2 life and a blocker. So watch this. We're going to use our leader effect here. We're going to pull back the Boa, the 6 cost Boa. And then swing in. I didn't see what just happened. Oh, he used a blocker. And then we're going to lock down the Zoro again. Guys, that Zoro has been on the board now for like 4 turns, right? Or 3 turns or something like that. It has not gotten to attack once. He's going to swing 7 into 5. I'm not going to get greedy there. He can have that. Swing for 9? Sure, you got it. I still have a blocker. I still have plenty of counter power. And he only had like 8 Dawn left. So right here, he's going to go 7 into 5. I think I'm going to 0 cost 3K to get out of this one. Actually, I just take it, excuse me, because what I've determined is next turn, I'm all in. So he's going to swing for 8. We're going to block and then use the 0 cost 3K. Okay, here we go. That was it. He has 1 Dawn left for the ADO's effect, which gives plus 2,000 for an attack. So we're going to go 7 into 5. There's the ADO effect and the 1K. Right here, we're going in for 9. He only has 3 cards. And yep, here we go. We're going to pull this back. I'm going to pull this, pull these cards around, do this, do that, combo like crazy, and GG. That was a fun one. Green-purple limbs, very strong, guys. But if you can lock down their characters or remove their board, it falls off drastically. Okay, that's it for the games. Let's head over to the deck list real quick. So this is the list for Red Yellow Sabo, guys, that I'm working on currently. You guys didn't even get to see the 2K counter Chopper, the Beckman, or the 8 cost Eustace Kid in action. They just never showed up. And speaking of the Eustace Kid, we do have like we have a few cards like the Fire Fist, Eustace Kid, and the Luffy. That's actually only 10 cards the more I think about it. I was going to say we have 10 cards that are dead, that are bricks in hand. Because remember, guys, this is an event that it's literally a counter, right? It's not really a brick in hand. But these other 10 cards are technically bricks. We might try to incorporate some, you're the one who should disappear or something like that in order to have some extra counter power late game. But really good stuff here, guys. I'm really favoring this defensive. Just burn their life. Don't even attack into their life. Just attack everything into their board. And then burn their life with cards like Nico, Robin, and Captain Kidd, and Basil Hawkins. And then, still attack into their life, guys. Let me say, I'm not trying to say don't attack into it at all. I'm just saying, like, there's some ideas there. But check this out, guys. You go in with Nico, Robin. You play her out, you get a life from them, right? Then you swing it for 7 the next turn and life the card, and you sit on your Karasus and your Shirahoshis in your hand. So when they attack in, boom, surprise, Karasu, surprise, Shirahoshi. Okay, and some other cards we need to consider, and we'll probably talk about this tonight on the, let me let this load in. We're probably going to talk about this tonight on the, in the games, on the sim. But here's the thing, the other cards we need to look at, Viola is one, but that's not what I was thinking of. I need to see the 3-cost cards. Look at this, guys. There's this 3-cost card called Beige. Pretty good card, right? We can cheat it into play. It won't do anything cheating into play, but here's the thing. If we load 4 Dawn on this character and swing 7 at face, we can put it into life ourselves. Seems pretty good, right? We can just do it ourselves. It's not always going to be like this really great play. I'm just saying it's an option. Then the other option is this one. This is the other one. Jory Bonnie, 3-cost yellow card. Guys, that's what Nico Robin does. Very nice, guys. Chef's kiss. This is starting to come together, and I have to say I'm absolutely in love with this Divine Departure card. I think it is so good. I think it is so strong. All right, next one. Let's go over the Arlong list. I'll try to go in order the way I did these. Geez, what did I call it? I think I just saved over my other one. Is this it? Yeah. So in this one, not much to talk about. We won't spend much time on it. I'm experimenting with this Electrical Luna idea for like swinging in, locking down their board. It's okay. You would think it'd be like super game winning, and it can be, but it's not as great as it seems. I might go down to like 2 or 3 of these and move around cards, like maybe go up a 5-cost Nami and things like that, or even up an Onami. This card has been absolute gas every time. This card has been absolute gas every single time. And I also think that there could be some room for the 6-cost Nico Robin in here, or the 8-cost Eustace Kid, but we have to mess around with that more later. But not much to talk about. I only went in the Basil Hawkins over the old 3-cost 5K Jaguar D-Saw. This card right here. Okay? All right, one more list to go over. Green Blue Zonji. We've got a lot to go over here, guys. This is it. 0, Green Blue Zonji 10. I haven't even worked in the Hody Jones yet, but this is where we're at currently. I want Hody Jones in. It would probably just straight up take the place of this Doflamingo, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I don't know if we need this card, but it is searchable by the 1-cost guy. Where's he at? Where's Sengoku? Here he is. It is searchable by Sengoku, and we can pull back Sengokus with Jozus, even though this is just a random Whitebeard card. It's got some synergy. It felt pretty strong. And guys, like you saw, if you could just start looping these Boba Hancocks, whew, that's a bad time for your opponent. That's a really bad time for your opponent. But yeah, that's it, guys. This is the list I was running. Smoker's the major inclusion here, and I am starting to mess around with the Dracul Mihawk. There could be some idea here for even running the 3-cost. Let me bring it up. The 3-cost. We were just talking about it. Electrical Luna. There could be some ideas here to lock down your opponent's board. Excuse me. You can lock down your opponent's entire board for 3 Dawn if they're already tapped out, and then from there we can actually do some shenanigans, totally mess with them from there. There's also some idea here with like Chopper. Like there are some decent Odyssey cards. Like that's what this card is, right? I know it's 7 Warlords and Don Quixote Pirates, but these Odyssey cards that can stand themselves, like the Doflamingo and the Chopper, yeah, there's some decent ideas there, guys. We can definitely mess around with this. You know what I mean? We've got a lot of work to do, guys. We've got a lot of work to do. But yeah, the major card to look at here right now that I'm liking is Smoker, and I think I might try to mess around with a Navy package with Sengoku, Smoker, and any other cards we might need, like Gravity Blade, Raging Tiger. And we'll mess around with that, even Rosinante, right? The 2-cost Rosinante's Navy. And then we'll also try to mess around with the 7 Warlords element. Because, guys, Jinbei into Weevil or Jinbei into Gecko, if you have 2K counters in the trash, or Jinbei into Boa, it's just pure value, all right? Okay, guys, we're done. I got to finish out early today because I was so late to get this video started. Hope you guys enjoyed. I cannot wait to hear what people are saying about OP10 because, like I said, it's finally out in the West now on the sim. I cannot wait to mess around with these new options. We have a lot of new options. Tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. I am going to leave up the Red Yellow Sabo list first. Hang on, let me bring that up. I think I called it Burner. Yeah. I am these cards, guys, and we didn't even get to see the Tony Chopper. Like I was saying, this is a 4-cost, 4,000 power 2K counter blocker with on opponent's turns a 6,000 power blocker. It's like a 4-cost 6K blocker. Really, really incredible. We'll have to mess with this later on though. All right, I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Big shout out to everybody who supports my channel, guys. Whether you're liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, viewing, whatever you're doing, I really appreciate it. Whoops, I did the wrong side first, didn't I? There we go. And guys, if you're buying a playmat, thank you so much. I hope you guys are enjoying those as well. Hey, guys, the streams have been an absolute blast lately, guys. Please check those out if you've not already. We've been having a good time in there, and it's every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on YouTube from 9 p.m. Eastern to 12 a.m. Eastern. So a 3-hour window each one of those days. And because the sim got updated today, at the time you're recording this video, we're even doing a bonus one tonight on a Thursday. Okay? Normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, I'm done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Again, big shout out to everybody who supports me. Big shout out to all the VV Pirates playmat supporters. Hope you guys are enjoying your playmats. Still working on the membership page, but thank you to everybody who became a member on YouTube. People who are members on the YouTube, guys, have access to all the VODs of all the streams. It is a lot of extra content, guys. After just 2 weeks now, we've gotten plus 20 hours of content, 20 extra hours of content after just 2 weeks, or 18 or 19 hours. It's insane, guys. And I think it's only $3 to sign up. So, you know, that helps me out big time if you want to do that. Okay, and now the patrons page, of course, last but not least, just trying to help out in the ways they do. Thank you guys so much for helping me out in all the ways you do. All right, guys, I'm done. Till next time, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Peace.